Now we're going to look at a slightly different back step defense. I already showed you one variant where you focused on keeping that leg extended by switching your knees and underhooking the leg. We are going to focus on keeping the leg extended and underhooking the leg, but we're going about it totally differently. What you're going to find is the answer to the back step problem is maintaining that long lever of their leg between your legs. All right? So the hardest part about this one right here is we do get a lifting hook with our ankle underneath their ankle and we're keeping it up. Then I need to shrimp away. That's a little bit different because most people that shrimp use that top foot to shrimp and move their hips. We're going to be using our bottom foot to move our hips to make space for our head while maintaining a lifting motion. They're kind of contradictory from the way that a lot of us practice. So you may have difficulty with this. If you mess this up, it's probably going to be because when you shrimp your hips, you let your ankle dip. Don't let that happen. All right, so I've got a good half guard position. I got my underhook, and Fred starts off by backstepping. What a bummer, all right? The first thing that I need to do is take this hand and control 4 fingers in the collar. This is going to mess with his posture a lot, but it's also going to open up some space over here. What you'll find is when they're tight over here, I like this defense more than the last one that I like because getting this arm in can be difficult. As you pull back here, what you're going to find is that it opens up a little bit of space down here underneath this arm. What you're going to want to do is come as close to your hip as possible to get that arm in, all right? Once that arm comes in, we're going to look at switching our legs. Turn just a little bit. And one more. Right here. Cool. So I'm here. I got my arm in. I do bring it in. This is my little bit of an insurance plan. But then I'm going to switch my legs. So this one was over. I'm going to bring my inside one over, and I'm going to underhook right here. This is what gives me the ability to lift right here. After I get this extended and lifted, I'm going to take my top leg off and it's going to come to the floor. Now, you see this upward pressure. I don't want to kick him over because that's not going to happen. He's going to keep scooting his bottom out and defend that. Even though it looks like you could do that, you might get 80% of that, but it won't be 100%. You won't be able to come all the way up. We want to keep it lifted enough that he can't get his knee out. Now, this foot right here is what's going to move my hips. Watch how my hips move in. Just like our last escape, I need to get my head underneath the armpit while maintaining good high pressure with this. A lot of you are going to do this when you come. That's where you're going to get, they're going to get their leg back. So there needs to be upward pressure at the same time as I'm moving my hips. That can be very difficult. From here, the hand that's on the knee is going to thread to the inside of the thigh and hopefully go to his other thigh because I want to thread the needle with the hand. I come here and I come all the way up. I'm here, he backsteps. Now, 4 fingers in. That's important. I'm not emphasizing it enough, okay? Because that backwards pulling here will kill part of the angle. As I'm killing the angle, boom, that arm comes under, control. I switch my legs, and then I lift. As I'm lifting, watch that foot. Back, thread the needle, hand comes up. I'm underhooked, he backsteps. Bummer. 4 fingers in, pulling back, hand in, switch, lift, scooting those hips out, thread the needle, hand all the way over. I'm underhooked, he backstepped. Right? 4 fingers in, pulling back, hand under, grab the knee. Switch, lifting, hips out, thread the needle, pulling him over. Now, threading the needle is never going to go that way. You want it to. You want to turn their knees away, maybe white belt, blue belt. Purple, brown, black, it's about getting your hand, bicep on the outside, and slightly tilting their pelvis away from you. You just don't want them to turn their knees towards you. If they turn their knees towards you, they shrimp back into guard. You just want to stay out of guard, all right? Threading that hand will get that. It just may not look exactly like that. Hand on the outside, you want your hand to go through, up push, up pressure. When you are doing this, that 4 fingers in the collar, I didn't emphasize it enough, so I'm going to do that right now. Those 4 fingers come in, you need to be pulling them back, okay? That's going to kill their ability to put pressure into you. Even if they do clear that leg, if their back is angled towards the floor and you mess up the leg part, if you have those 4 fingers, it might buy you the opportunity to come up into side control, all right? Don't underplay that. It also buys the space for your hand to come underneath. If you screw this move up, more than likely, it's because you didn't keep a good lifting pressure with your ankle at the bottom of their ankle, keeping that leg extended at the same time as moving your hips out. It's really goofy. It's going to take a lot of repetition, but this is a really good escape to the back step. Again, don't confuse your back step with your reverse step.